CNN International, this is World
Two
News.
new services make internet phone calling easier. Stephanie Elam's in New York now to tell us about these. Good morning.
Good morning, Robin. Well, the internet phone service is becoming a very competitive field. Consumers are always on the lookout for cheaper prices.
Our first guest tonight is the Democratic nominee for President of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your senator from the great state of Illinois, Barack Obama. Come on out, Senator. How about that?
That's a nice group.
Good group. Always a good group. Please have a seat.
Boy, the band was cooking.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Senator.
The band was on top. I got orange behind me.
Yeah. Oh, it's a big night. Let me let me ask you a question here. Have you ever actually put lipstick on a pig?
You know,
Whoops.
the answer would be no. But I think it might be fun to try.
Do you I know the reaction to that was you are overreacting. You stand by that?
Absolutely. Yeah. Look, this is if you. This is sort of silly season in politics. Mm-hmm. Not that there's a non-silly season in politics,
right.
But it gets sillier.
Right.
And you know, it's a common expression in at least Illinois. I don't know about New York City. I don't know where you put lipstick on here. but in Illinois, the expression connotes the idea that if you have a bad idea, in this case I was talking about John McCain's economic plans, that just calling them change, calling it something different, doesn't make it better, hence lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig.
Now what I like about this scenario is because the Republicans demanded an apology.
Yes, they did.
So that means there had been a meeting at some point, somewhere along the line.
All of them.
Yeah. They got together and they said, you know what? He called our vice presidential candidate a pig. Well, that seems pretty unlikely, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind that technically, had I meant it this way, she would be the lipstick. You see?
Well, you're.
But now we're.
I don't know. You're way ahead of me.
Yeah. The failed policies of John McCain would be the pig.
Now, do you feel like for the last week and a half, last 2 weeks, that the campaign?
I mean, you know, just following the logic of this illogical situation.
Following the logic.
Yes,
The fact that we're talking about this now, do you feel like within the last week and a half or so that there's been, you're derailed a little bit and now you're campaigning against not necessarily the Republican tickets, but John McCain, not him, but Sarah Palin?
Well, look, there's no doubt that she's been a phenomenon. I mean, you know, as somebody who used to be on the cover of Time and Newsweek, you know,
those were the days.
Those were the days. I had a recent offer with Popular Mechanics. They
take it.
Say centerfold.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a wrench. Yeah, but no. Look, she's on a wild ride, and there's no doubt that she's energized the base. But ultimately, what we've seen over the last week is a concession on the part of the McCain campaign that this election's going to be about change. You'll recall, you know, for the last 2 years we've been talking about needing to change how Washington works, how the country is managed, and people were saying, no, it's about experience, experience, experience. And over the last week and a half, I think they recognized that, no, the American people want something fundamentally different, and for a good reason, because when you travel, it doesn't matter whether you're here in New York City or a tiny hamlet somewhere in the Midwest, what you find is people are just having a tough time right now. The economy's not working for middle-class families. Incomes have gone down. People don't have health care. You've got foreclosures all across the country. And so people want something different. And whoever makes the better case that we have had enough of the last 8 years, we need something fundamentally new, whoever makes that case to the American people will be the next president.
Good to see you again. Herzlich willkommen, meine Damen und Herren, und wir sind zurück mit Angelina Jolie und Brad Pitt. Congratulations. It's really interesting to imagine that, on nomination day, both of you heard at the same time that you would be nominated. Where were you and who called whom?
So we didn't.
Well, we were together.
No, we were at work.
Weren't physically together.
Yeah.
But we were in the same town.
I was working. I don't know. You were working. I don't know
with
where
the
we
kids.
were. I'm not sure where we were. We were somewhere in the world, and we got the news. I don't remember anything else. Do you?
No, we were in Paris, I think, and I think.
You do so much traveling. I mean, it is crazy.
It's been a bit of a blur. We've been around the world 1.25 since we saw you last, actually.
And one of the great places that you always go to is Berlin. And this is live to Berlin at the moment. Do you want to say hi to anyone?
Berlin. It's a great city.
It is.
Any friends?
A lot of friends.
Yeah, a lot of.
唔得啦，我要先戒，唔可以咁樣繼續落去，因為尤其是我哋好多細路仔以我哋做榜樣嘅，我哋食個個都食，唔得，我要戒。一戒咗之後，我最開心嘅係令到我身邊所有嘅朋友，包括我嘅化妝師、梳頭師，我成家班全部戒晒。呢個係我覺得我唔可以令全人類戒，起碼我身邊啲朋友戒咗。咁大家一齊全部都唔食，得一個食，嗰個都戒埋啦。我覺得係身邊嘅朋友好緊要，同埋朋友嘅 support 咯。戒煙係好簡單。
안녕하세요, 카라입니다. 네, 저희 카라가 이번에 일본에서 뮤직 클립집을 발매하게 됐습니다.
저희가 5명이 된 그때부터 찍어온 모든 뮤직비디오들을 함께 보시면서 저희가 어떤 거를 했고 또 그때는 어떤 모습이었는지 되짚어보는 시간을 한번 가져볼까 하는데요.
네, 여러분도 다 같이 즐겨주세요.
Previously on 24.
This is Jack Bauer. Leave your message after the beep.
Hello, Mr. Bauer. My name is Janet Bowitt. I'm calling on behalf of President Palmer. The President needs to speak to you on an urgent matter. Please call us back.
Hello.
Sir, I have Jack Bauer.
Jack.
Mr. President.
I know you've been avoiding CTU's calls this morning.
Well, I don't work for them anymore, sir.
So I hear. How's it all going, Jack?
It's been difficult, sir.
I'm sure it has. I thought a lot about you this past year.
Well, thank you, Mr. President.
Just got off a conference call with NSA and Division. It appears there's a nuclear bomb under terrorist control somewhere here in Los Angeles, and it's set to go off at some. That means we're home.
I also want to be kept up to date on their status at all times by Tony. I'm sorry, George, I just don't trust you.
Well, you're going to have to start. What we're up against today, none of us can walk away from, Jack. Tony and I will both take care of Ken.
I'll do it now. Thank you.
Target is still moving north at 40 miles per hour.
How long till we intercept?
About a minute.
How are we doing on the other vials?
They got the Flagstaff couriers and the other two in Washington. Ravens is the last one.
There's no cars in front of us, Chloe. You need to recheck your signals. It's not possible.
Yes, it is. He's underneath us.
Chloe, the target's on the subway. Can you access the MTA's disaster response system?